They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Ryan. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. A gain of 8 and a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block up this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They toss to Freeman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that
and Freeman lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
59, ready. 25.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
No. Got it.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready, blue 80. 525.
53. Mike 53. Here we go. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Alert 3. Check three.
Where are they, team?
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. He's going to sling this deep downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Jim.
Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. He's at the 30. 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All day.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to script.
And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And Mariota not happy about something before the snap, so he'll call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 13. Check 13. 3.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6. That's the end of the
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the throw there going to be incomplete. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, watch the slant.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the whip. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
To throw on second down, Lacey. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Titans will get the football at their 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back to throw. Peterson. This will be caught by Brown. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to right side with Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down. Boom. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lacey, it's caught. Smith. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. The lefty tpgs now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is tpgs. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They run with Murray. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
To throw on 3rd down, Lacy, and that is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
This is fielded at the 27. 47-yard punt. Return of 4, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 31-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Throwing to start the drive. Lacy. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Lacy. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A give to Smith out of the gun. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Tavecchio now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, it's Murray. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. I got him.
Peterson throwing on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll try the left side. Barnes. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Coming.
Peterson now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. And to give this time to the tailback. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking to throw. Peterson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Back to throw. Peterson. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Off the play fake. Lacey under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Second and 14. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Wide, get wide. Kill.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
At their own 12-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
3rd and 10.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Peterson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Come on, set. Hey, hold on. Check 56. Hey, watch your leg. Big air. Check. Hold tight. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Smith, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On 1st down, Lacey. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go. Pittsburgh.
Back to throw. Lacey, they'll set up the screen to Smith. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Ito Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here's Peterson on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw is Peterson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw is Peterson from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 96, Mike 96.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96.
Peterson now, operating from the gun. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
He'll take a shot for the end zone, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for them here.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it now with Smith. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lacy nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Peterson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. He don't know no better. 2-6.
Here's Peterson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96.
Now Peterson throwing on 4th down. He's going deep for it's caught inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Peterson throwing on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, Trump. Mike 96. Mike 96. Hey, man. Hey, man.
Back to throw. Peterson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Marvin Jones, 31 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll toss it to Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Off the bootleg, Lacey. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On 1st down, it's Smith, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They run the counter. Boom. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Boone, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
17.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, what a move. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here we go. Here we go. Fix the outlaws. I got
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a